Stuart Stratford came to me a little while ago and said they had this grand idea to stage Stravinsky's Oedipus Rex in the National Museum of Scotland. And I thought, wow, what a thing.
This opera is not done very often. This is going to be a particularly unusual production because we're doing it in the round in a museum where the audience will be very much a part of what we're doing. It's going to be quite a different experience to the usual sort of proscenium arch theatre with the audience separated from us.
So Oedipus Rex is originally for tenors and basses, and at Scottish Opera we've created a new version to include sopranos and altos.
The chorus is such a big part of the Greek stories that I think it really brings out that element of this play. I think it'll be all the more Greek to have such a big chorus and have them taking part in that way.
Framing this as this story and this opera as an artefact within the museum itself helps us out. So we treat it and we're able to comment on the opera and the story as though it is an artefact itself in the museum as part of the exhibit space.
With this we knew, like a lot of fringe pieces actually, it's an hour get in and an hour get out. There's no storage space, there's not really any place for people to get changed. You take in all the issues, kind of use them as your rule for creating. Design-wise, it was really about making sure that it's really clear who everybody is and where everybody is in such a unheld kind of space.
This is my first time to sing in Latin. It's it's totally different compared with singing in Latin and Italian, because to put the lyric and the melody fuse together, I feel, oh, that's fantastic. It's helped me to understand the character and also feel the ancient time of Greek.
So the challenges of doing this scale of piece, where we have essentially 90 people singing in the chorus, incredibly difficult music, and I have to say the community chorus have been so committed, and they are doing an amazing job.
There's something magical about a community chorus that they'll tell you when it's not very good. And they'll put their hand up and they will tell you straight away, in front of everybody. And there is just something so refreshing and honest and authentic about that.
Their energy has been really infectious for us, and it's made us go, hang on a minute, this is really exciting.
My regular day job is working in the NHS, in NHS Greater Glasgow and Clyde, and I work in mental health services. Work can be really stressful, and you come here and the complexity of the music and the singing in Latin means you cannot think of anything else. You have to just focus on what you're doing, and it's so different, it's so uplifting and just such a break. Yeah, it's a real lifesaver at times.
The thing that I've found really good about the experience, and I'm tearing up about it as well, is that it's very inclusive. So I'm autistic and I'm not always good with lots of people. So I try and stay on the outside of all the busy scenes, and that's okay. I've obviously got my physical disability, so there's a lot of things that I can't do. Certainly no kneeling, no running about the place, and I've obviously got crutches dangling from my arms when I'm doing some of the moves. It's a lot more fluid and inclusive, so you don't feel you stand out for being a bit different. And with the sight problems as well, I kind of feel, sight problems, feet problems. Oedipus and I are almost like twins, from a few thousand years apart.
In Oedipus Rex, there's a chorus of just short of 100, but there's 23 of us who are professionals. What's always really important, professional or amateur, I think, is to keep the confidence. People need to keep confident that they're doing a good job and that they can do the job of the performance.
Having done Pagliacci and having done Candide, there is such a thrill of being in amongst the people that are watching the actual performance and seeing their reactions and maybe, just maybe, getting them to join in a little bit with some of the stuff that we're doing. It's just really exciting, so I'm very much looking forward to that.
It was amazing. It's quite different, isn't it? Yeah, we go to a lot of concerts and shows, but I don't think we've ever seen anything like that.
It was an absolutely amazing performance. Didn't really know what to expect, especially as you've got kind of a Latin libretto, and the English narration, but it all flowed so beautifully. It really was an amazing show.
Immersive, interactive, engaging, and just vibrant on every front.
I love this gallery, so to actually see this living performance and the orchestra, and to be actually sitting next to a god, it was just out of this world. So congratulations to you all, it was quite special.